about the not knowing until the very end which way this was going to go. Tell me about the moment when you got the call, when you know that this was getting done.
Well, I mean, I felt like we were too far apart, and and so about a half hour later, I got a call from Scott, and I realized that I had increased my bid, and it wasn't either communicated correctly, or he didn't realize it, or what, I don't know what happened. So I increased it. He had come down, and all of a sudden we were right there. And I was like, this is going to happen. And I like I said in the press conference 30 minutes before, I felt like it wasn't going to happen. So that's how fluid it was. And
we saw Juan celebrating in the jacuzzi.
Yes, that's right.
How did you celebrate?
Honestly, I was with a friend, and so when it was officially announced, I was literally at home in my home in Florida. Alex was in Norway, so I was sitting there by myself watching TV, going, "This is ridiculous." Like, you would think I'd find a bunch of people to celebrate with. I'm by myself. But still a great moment.
Was it an anything it takes situation here to get Juan Soto?
Well, it's never anything it takes. I mean, what you want to do is you want to put your best foot forward, these are hard processes because you still want to stay disciplined, and frankly, seemed like there were a lot of teams that were in the vicinity of what I was bidding, which made it even more stressful. Yeah.
Steve, when you mentioned that this accelerates things,
yes,
explain.
Well, I mean, when you get a ball player of this caliber, right? I mean, already our lineup has gotten a lot stronger, and so that's a big deal. And so, listen, I mean, Juan is an extraordinary player. But we still got to build a roster, right, of 26 players. And so, but I think this is a big step forward.
You are a Met fan. Do you know how much you're endearing yourself to the Met fans with things, deals like this?
Right. Well, I'm not trying to endear myself, my original press conference, I said if I could, win a championship, I could make millions of people happy. And, now what I made a mistake was, said I'd be slightly disappointed in 3 to 5 years. Well, this is the 5th year, so it's not done yet. But it's hard to win, and you need great ball players to win, and we got one.
Mr. Cohen, how do you feel about the lineup presence with adding a big bat, including just having Lindor and Vientos still in the lineup next year?
Yeah, listen, I think, when you got a lineup like that, boy, if you're a pitcher, you're going, whoa, how do I get through, this group of batters? And so anything that makes the team stronger, and clearly adding Juan makes it a lot stronger, enhances our ability to put up runs.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What message does this move send to the rest of the league about the Mets?
Well, I'm not trying to send a message to the league. What I'm trying to do is, build a team of sustainable winning. And so it just shows I'm committed and I care. And, so this is a passion play for me.
Does it make it any more special that he's a former Yankee now?
What's that?
Does it make it any more special that you were able to get him away from the Yankees?
I mean, I don't play that game, right? I mean, I can promise you the Yankees they'll take players from us and, they'll win their share of battles. And so, but that's what competition is, right? I mean, we compete on the field and we're friends off the field.
Juan celebrating in his jacuzzi once the decision was made. How did you celebrate?
Yeah, I was getting to work. I think when Juan was celebrating, we probably still had a few more terms to iron out with Scott. So we had a little bit while longer until we got to enjoy it, and then we went right into the winter meetings. But we're enjoying it now, and we understand how this player can impact our team, how he can impact our organization. We're thrilled to be able to do it.
Steven, what's it been like working alongside someone like Steve Cohen with the checkbook that he has, to be able to build out a roster like this?
His support of our organization and our baseball initiatives is unparalleled in the industry, and he and Alex and their entire family are all in on this. They care about this organization. They want us to win, and it's great to have that type of support.
Mr. Mr. Stearns, how do you just feel about the preparation going into Port St. Lucie the next few months and how the lineup's going to fill with Juan Soto protecting Marte, Vientos, and Alvarez?
Yeah, look, anytime you add a talent like Juan Soto, it makes your entire team and your entire lineup deeper. So we're thrilled to have him in the middle of our lineup. How exactly that's going to shape out, who's going to bat where, I'll let Mendy work through all of that once we get down to Port St. Lucie. But I know we're a much better team today because Juan Soto's in the middle of the lineup.
Across town with the Yankees, it always seems to be World Series or bust, or if they don't go, it's a disappointment. It seems like now that you have this superstar player and the team that you're building, that falls on you guys. Is that something that you look forward to?
Well, we should embrace expectations. Expectations are a great thing. Look, our expectations, even before this signing, were to build a championship caliber organization, an organization that consistently competes at a championship level. So the expectations haven't changed. We just added a really good player to help us get there.
David, is your expectation now to get a deal done with Alonso?
Pete's a great Met. I don't know where the offseason is going to lead, but Pete's a great Met, and we'll see where it goes.
David, you talked Sunday about still having work to be done when you found out what the decision was. Steve and Mendy earlier talked about the roller coaster of the process. So from your perspective, as far as the process, how unique was this and how much of a roller coaster was it from your perspective?
Well, there are ups and downs to any negotiation, and when you're talking about a negotiation, a deal of this magnitude, those ups and downs are probably going to be a little bit more pronounced, and in this one they were. But we just really, I think, stuck to our internal process, did our best to follow our negotiation plan, and ultimately we feel really good that it worked out.